It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Bijan Robinson. He was terrific.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The 30-yard line there.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that, and they told us that they had worked hard on it in practice and thought they had it all cleaned up. But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 56 yards.
Just an all-right day from him last week. He really didn't break out for the huge yardage he had hoped going in. I talked with him before the game, though, and he knows this is a new, fresh opportunity. He's put last week behind him, and his focus, getting some extra yardage with every carry he receives this week.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of it.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Murray now. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson, very productive. 3 touchdowns, 2 of them on the ground, 1 through the air.
And it will always be a compliment to say that a guy's got a nose for the end zone, and he sure had it last week.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order of business, we got to stop the run. Of course you do. He's got a good unit, but facing the #1 rushing team, they have to stop that in order to have a good performance.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's fresh off that 3-touchdown performance last week that got him AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so you know that he was already on their radar. Now he's maybe even a bigger plane on their radar.
Bigger plane. I mean, he is the big dot on that screen that they're looking at and saying, how in the heck do we stop him? They're going to try a bunch of different things, different people covering him, but right now he's locked in and is in sync with his quarterback.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The Texans at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And incomplete. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? Do you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. After a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 0 hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bengals first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Texans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So the first interception thrown for him there, and really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance, rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. You talk about this Bengals defense. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Back to throw. Beal sets up the screen to Robinson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. That'll go as a pickup of 8.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Beal steps away to his left. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So here are the Bengals set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Short throw to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Here's 3rd and a few inches. Up the middle they go. Kidd, and he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Murray now on 1st down. Flushed out right, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It was Myles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL, is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he will get the 1st down as he's up to the 20-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on 3rd down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on 3rd downs all year long. Here's a screen for Robinson. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Run stoppers inside, guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Beal. This is caught by Robinson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And that'll force upon them a 3rd and 14. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Beal. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. 1st down, Murray. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Michael Pittman, 26 yards. And the Bengals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. So officially now a 1,000-yard campaign for him, but I don't think he's going to take his foot off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's one of those thoughts, though, that creeps into your mind because there is a little mini celebration over on the sidelines. Everybody, hey, job well done, over 1,000 already. But guaranteed, as you noted, someone's jumped in that huddle and said, a lot more to be done, guys. Let's not, would you say, take your foot off the pedal? Let's not do that right now. But there is that possibility as people get self-satisfied. The greats do not. We'll find out what he's made of.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Beal. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Big play here, big play. Let's make something happen. Come on.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked them off.
Yeah, instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him, throwing the football, why don't we look at the defense? They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
Murray again, 2nd and 10. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
I know we're just in the second quarter and there's a ways to go in this game, but that's a second drop. I'm wondering if that's a little bit of an alarm bell for them when they start calling plays on the offensive side of the ball.
His eyes already looking upfield on that last one before he brought it in. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Throwing on first down is Murray. Over the middle, it's complete. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now Murray again. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 leading. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Let's show them what we're made of, offense. Yeah. Push him down the field, offense.
The final shot before break. Beal. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back live. Inside the booth alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Second half begins with a run by Robinson. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
At halftime, he had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
And now an audible here into something else. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Back to throw. Beal. He finds Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run again here with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Holding offense.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
And they've used him in the passing game to great effect so far. And here they get it to him again on the screen. And it turns into a nice positive play.
To throw on 3rd down. Beal. A bullet throw, but incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Garrett Stingley picks it, and they will score. Pick 6 for the Texans TV. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Bengals getting set to go. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray buying time to his left. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down. We'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Murray now to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
First down, Bengals.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. And Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. Nolan Smith in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. Bijan Robinson leading the offense out for another drive. You start prorating these rushing numbers and looking ahead, he could be on pace for a 2,000-yard season. I don't want to... Sorry.
That's okay. No, he can overcome that.
I'm not
right?
apologizing to you.
No.
Okay?
I like your attitude. But you're right. What's got to happen for it to actually occur? offensive line has continued blocking the way they've been blocking. He has to stay healthy. But also, it's not just the idea that he's going to run the football, but you got to run it against numbers that dictate you throwing the football. Sometimes when you have 6 to block and you only have 5 guys, you've got to block them anyway, and he has to make someone miss as well the rest of the year.
Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. Now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Beal. And this is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On 2nd down. Kidd. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Red and gold. Here we go. A critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
It has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Texans will take over. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Logan Hall is there for the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Yeah, this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off play action. Beal. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And that ball popped free. We can hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone to the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's Murray. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Kidd, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Murray going to throw. They're pressuring, down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. Carlson able to put this one through. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Texans. And that big 4th quarter return, Charles, makes this a 1-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for 2? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over. He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. They'll try the left side. Kidd. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And throwing that 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
We know it's not an easy job to go and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. And to return. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 91 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Robinson with another carry. Separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Back to throw. Beal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here now, 3rd down. He's back to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they take a knee. Second and 11. Up the middle they go. Kidd.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carried around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To a knee goes Murray, and that should just about do it. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great